Hello everybody, it's Teresa here. I'm back tonight to make a soap. It's been kind of a rough day for me. I've just been way out of sorts, so I decided I was going to soap, and that too turned into being way out of sorts. So anyway, what I'm doing today is completely unknown. I've got two colors going on. I've got white, which is titanium dioxide, and I've got blue, a shade of blue mixed up with a lot of things in it. So I'm going to be using a clean cotton fragrance from candlescience.com. I have a slight idea of what I'm going to be doing. It's not really a completely planned out. There is a spec in there. It came off of that. I'm betting it is a clay, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay. This is my additives and my castor oil. Most of my additives stay the same for most batches, is what I was trying to say. And that is castor oil. The castor oil is not an additive, it is a part of my recipe. Goodness gracious. That is kaolin clay, bentonite clay, vitamin E, and aloe. Those are my basic additives. Sometimes there are other things. I'm just giving this a zhuzh because that castor oil had clays in it, and I wanted to try to get those clays well mixed up before adding in my lye. Alright, that's pretty good. So now I'm going to pop that off. I'm going to add in my lye mixture. Today my lye mixture, it has a few things in it, but for the most part it is aloe juice, salt, sugar, and water. Not salt, sugar, and water. Aloe juice, salt, and sugar. Of course, it has lye here we go. In it. We're going to go for emulsification. Alright, I think I have the emulsification here. I'm pretty certain of it. I'm going to go ahead and add in my fragrance. I've never used this, so it could rise, it could accelerate. We will see. Ah, there's one of those little things. I don't know if I left that in the last video, but sometimes those little things come in the lids and they get stuck to the bottle and they fall in the soap, and that one nearly did. So when you're opening your fragrance oil, always make sure you're doing it away from your pot. In we go. We will see what we get. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. Alright, so we're going to mix up the colors, and I have a couple of things that I want to talk about really quickly while I'm doing this, mixing up the colors. I'm going to pour off the blue here, and I don't want very much of that. It's actually just going to be an accent color, so that's all we're going to do with that. What I wanted to address is, first off, I want to say thank you to my now total 400 subscribers. It was 401 last check. I am in utter shock and awe. I cannot believe that in the 5 months or so that I've been posting videos on YouTube that I have managed to capture 400 of you. I am thrilled to have each and every one of you. I'm honored that you take the time to watch my channel, offer advice when you do. Normally for such an occasion, people do contests and such to give away soaps, but of course I don't sell my soaps yet, so that isn't possible. So I have two things that I'm pondering about, and one is doing a small contest giveaway type thing. It's not a contest really, but mostly just a giveaway, which would just be a $5 Amazon gift card. I don't know if those are international, so I'll have to do some research and see if that works internationally. But I was thinking about doing one of those. And, I mean, most people give away a bar of soap, and the bar of soaps that I've seen, they run between $6 and $7, or $5 to $7 on average. So I think it would be comparable. The only difference is I wouldn't have to pay shipping. And of course, if you're a soaper, you could use that gift card to buy yourself some soapy goodies. And then I thought about, instead of doing that, maybe saving that for when I'm actually able to award my products. I thought about maybe doing waiting until I have the recipe that I've been working on to share with you guys finished. It's not that it's not finished, let's be clear, because it's a very simple recipe. I want to test it more to make sure that it actually soaks well. But I thought about waiting until that's done to and just doing a live show showing you all how that's done from, well, not start to finish, because that show would be like, I don't know, 2 hours or so. So maybe I would do a video showing you how to prepare, or what you need and how to prepare your lye and melt down your oils, and then we would do another batch. I would start a fresh batch and do a live video showing you that from where I'm at now without any edits, because sometimes I do have to edit quite a bit out in order to I try to keep the videos under 20 minutes. I'm going to give this a So those are my two options for celebrating well, mostly as a thank you to my subscribers. So I don't know which one I prefer to do. If you have a preference, leave me a comment in the section below, and we will. So I'm gonna put the majority of this in here. This is clean cotton, and my idea of clean cotton is like white and pretty. So I am gonna put the majority of that in there. This looks a little yellow, and that's because olive oil is extra virgin. And for me, when I do extra virgin, it always comes out a little yellow, but once it cures out and saponifies, it usually whitens up to a nice bright white, which is what I'm after. Alright, so I'm going to put my blue. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're going to high pour this, and you might not be able to see. I'm just high pouring it right down that center. And then we're going to stop just shy of putting it all in there. So I don't want to put it all in there. And then I'm going to use the white again. And I'm going to high pour it right over that blue. Then I'm going to stop. Oops, that's some blue in my white there. That's no good. And then I'm going to scrape down my blue container. Get it all down in there and pourable again. This is a relatively simple soap, and I don't remember the last time I did just 2 colors. So I'm like, I'm almost done already? What? What is this you're talking about? But it is what it is. Give it a little tap out. I don't want to do too much. But I want all of this blue inside the soap. Alright, so I'm going to lightly, keeping it in the center, swirl with this stick. I don't want to take it out of that center. Alright. Okay, and now we're going to spoon the rest of the white on top. This smells so good, guys. Oh. There's one other thing while I'm spooning this on that I wanted to talk about, since this video isn't going to take very long, and that is copying, soap copying. I've heard a lot about it, chatter in the soaping community about copying other soapers lately, about people copying. Now first I want to put a disclaimer out there and say that if I know for sure that I'm doing a technique that I've not done before, and I know that I've seen it somewhere else, I try to always remember to mention the soaper I seen it with while I'm doing it. I always try to do that. Like the little spoon, with a little swish swish I just did with that little poker thing in there when in the blue. I first seen that technique either on Missouri River Soaps with Miss Holly Bailey, or on Soaper Star with I Am Handmade and Celine. Either or. But I have mentioned both of those lovely ladies in so many of my videos that I'm afraid that you guys are going to get tired of hearing about them. So I don't always say every single time I repeat something, hey, I got this from. But I just want to make it clear that if you are a soaper and you see me doing something that is very similar to yours, it is not my intent to copy. I do watch a lot of soaps, but I don't take notes. You know, I will see something, and if I like it and I want to try it, like I say, I always try to mention in my video that where I found it. But if you see me doing something and you've done it and you feel that I'm copying you, please know that it's not my intent. I think overall everything is done and then done again. But I think as long as you're doing a different color palette, you know, different theme, switch it up a bit, I don't think anybody really minds. But this I first saw on both, well, I first saw it on Miss Holly's channel, Missouri River Soaps, here on YouTube. Missouri River Soap. It's not soaps, it's just soap. And then I also saw it on Miss Celine's channel, which is I Am Handmade. No, it's the Superstar here on YouTube. Her website is I Am Handmade. Sorry, Celine. Both of those ladies are out of this world talented. Just so you know. They are in a league of their own for sure. And of course that is my opinion. Your opinion may vary. Alright, that's it. That is exactly what I had planned. I am not going to touch it. I am going to add some glitter because I think glitter makes everything pretty. But I'm not going to overwork that top because I don't want to scoop down into the blue at all. And I'm going to call that done. And I'm going to say, here is my clean cotton. Let's take a look. I see blue on the bottom, which means the blue penetrated down through. Yay! I'm not sure when this will be ready. I'm going to pop it in the oven and it should be ready to cut tomorrow, but if not, it might be Saturday. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Happy soaping. Bye-bye!